A clip for you about a tour operator who specializes in tourism here in Durban, and he's touched on the business side of tourism, and we continue in that same breath. And I'm glad to say that the leading business hotel in South Africa is found right here in Durban, which is where we are. It's the Hilton. The second runner-up also happens to be in Durban, the Southern Sun there, taking that accolade. So we take a look at tourism now. We're going to be speaking to the CEO of Durban Tourism, is the city wanting to become the smart city, world-leading smart city. So let's speak to the tourism CEO now and just find out how they plan on doing that. Mr. Sithole, a huge pleasure to have you with us. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you very much, and good morning to your viewers. The city wants to take this destination to another level. And by being a smart city, we mean that we want to do things smart and want to show the world how the city of Durban has emerged over years in terms of good decision making when it comes to infrastructure that is related to tourism. If you look at our promenade, if you look at the types of investments that we have done in the townships, the Nanda Heritage Road, types of developments that we have done in the Claremont Township in terms of promoting a high road there. And then the last one is also about the work that we have done in Umlazi and the latest decision taken by council to turn a certain precinct around the Max's lifestyle into a tourism destination. That is one part of being a smart city. The second part, it's more about taking Durban to the world and make sure that we take our own experiences in the city of Durban, be it food, be it artists, and our architectural, best architectural designs in as far as buildings are concerned, and exhibit them all over the world, and exhibit them in our key source markets. And being smart is also to recognize that part of our tourists, in terms of the 3.8 million visitors that we have a year here, more than 633 million are people that are coming from outside of South Africa. But their spend is, of the 5.7 billion, they spend close to 3 billion. So it means for quick wins, we have to concentrate on Europe, but we're not forgetting about Africa.
Now, today you're launching the Durban tourism strategy. I can remember coming here as a child and having fond memories, and yet you still managed to reinvent yourself as a city. Tell us a bit more about the strategy, what it aims to do, and why do you think it's necessary when you already seemingly have a winning formula?
Well, we do have a winning formula, but we want to be amongst the top destinations in the world, so we have to up our game. In terms of our strategy, we have identified our source markets, and in identifying source markets, we look at source markets that have economic ties, historical ties, and also culture and heritage ties with South Africa and Durban in particular. Secondly, we also look at a province like Gauteng, because Gauteng is one of our major source markets. We know that Gauteng is a province, but the city of Durban has taken a decision that Gauteng is going to be treated like a country going forward. Thirdly, we want to expose our history, culture, and heritage, because as we are saying that you used to come here as a child and things have been rosy all along, but we have not spoken about where we come from as a city in terms of our heritage.
We'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time as we do continue to focus on Durban and tourism. And that was the CEO of Durban Tourism, Mr. Philip Sithole. Back to you in studio, Leanne.